Okay, what we're going to cover next is creating a camera view. This technique can be used in pretty much any version of Revit. Camera view gives the project manager or viewer the opportunity to get a better understanding of that space. So I'm looking at a floor plan right now. This is the first floor plan I'm currently looking at, again because it's bold. But I want to get an understanding in 3D. If I was standing here in the actual building looking in this direction, how would it actually look in 3D? I can't visualize this space as well, so I'll use the camera view command to help. So what I'm going to do is go up to the view panel, view tab. I'm going to click on 3D view, but I'm going to click on this little arrow here. Okay, so I'm going to click on the view tab, 3D view, and we have camera here. Okay, I'm going to pick on that. So you can see I've got this little camera floating on my cursor, and just going to point this out. In my options bar for this camera view command, I have 5'6". That's the height of where I'm holding my camera. So if you were, a 5'6" person, you're holding the camera, on the top of your head, that's where the camera is going to be located. So I'm going to click here. That's where I'm standing, and I'll move my cursor, and this is the direction my camera wants to go. So I'll pull all the way out to say I want to usually extend it past the building, not somewhere like here, because the rest of these areas won't get captured. So I'll extend it past and click, and what that'll do is bring me to the 3D view for that camera view. So what it's done is created in my project browser here. I'm going to close this down, but I have this one area called 3D views. I'll expand that, and it gave me, there's a bunch of them here, it gave me the next sequential 3D view 5. So as you create these, you'll have several 3D view 5, 6, 22, 23, 24. You might want to rename that because it's going to get more difficult to find later. So to do that, you just right click and you rename, and you call this, something like, office center 3D, something like that. And then now I have that to refer back to. So the last thing you can do here is on this view, again, on my graphic styles, I can click on this icon here, right here. If I click on that, I can change it to, say, shaded, and something like that. And if you want, you can put on actual shadows, but that sometimes slows down your performance. So we'll try that again. I'm going to close this out here. So next we're going to create another camera view, but we're going to change the height. You notice when we did that last view here, again, I renamed it to Office Center 3D. You notice that these partitions are in the way, so I want to get a little higher than that. Say if I took a picture, I was standing on a ladder. So I'll take a picture from the same vantage, from the same point, but I'm going to change my height. So back to 3D view tab here, view tab, and drop this down, camera view. Now before I start clicking, I'm going to change my options up here, my offset to say 11 feet. Oops, 11 feet. And I'm just going to hit the tab key to get off this. Then go down here. It's kind of weird. It doesn't click away. So I'm going to just click once where I want it to be, and then move your cursor away, and it kind of disappears here. Probably because your view height's above the clipping plane. But anyways, so if I move and do the same thing again, now you'll see my point's a lot higher. Okay, so I can go click on my visual styles, go to shade again. There you go, I've changed my vantage point. So again, you might want to rename that 3D view again, maybe even delete that one. Okay, so that's creating a camera view in Revit.